Union Avenue Opera brought its Ring cycle to a splendid conclusion with last month's production of Wagner's Gotterdammerung. What a remarkable achievement this Ring was for Union Avenue and its artistic director, Scott Schoonover, who deserves high praise for his vision as well as his conducting of the accomplished Union Avenue Orchestra. The key to the Union Avenue cycle was the reduced version of the Ring created in 1990 by the British composer Jonathan Dove, who substantially cut down both the length of the operas and the size of the orchestra. The Dove version made the Ring possible for Union Avenue, but not easy. The 4 operas make extraordinary demands on the designers and the performers. The successful design team from the 3 earlier Ring operas was back, including set and lighting designer Patrick Huber, projection designer Michael Perkins, and costume designer Teresa Doggett. As before, twin staircases flanked a large video screen that could be moved up or down as required. Karen Comiller's direction nicely incorporated the projections, the stairs, and the upper level into the action. The climactic return of the Rheingold was especially well staged. At the end, the projections were extended to the surrounding walls and ceiling, suggesting that the twilight of the gods was also the birth of a new cosmos. The key character in Gotterdammerung is Brunhilde, the favorite daughter of Wotan, king of the gods. He punished her for her disobedience by putting her to sleep behind a wall of magic fire that only a fearless hero could penetrate. That hero is Siegfried, and we meet this couple in the opening scene at the height of their love. Alexandra Lobianco brought a gleaming voice and probing intelligence to a portrayal of Brunhilde in which both the singing and the acting were brilliant. Clay Hilly had the heroic sound and temperament one longs for in a Siegfried. The power of Hilly's voice was evident in his singing from backstage when Siegfried magically impersonated another character. The villain in Gotterdammerung is Hagen, the illegitimate son of Alberich, the Nibelung dwarf, who stole the Rhine Maiden's gold and forged the Ring of Power at the heart of all the trouble in these operas. To restore the ring to Nibelung hands, Hagen hatches a plot with his half-brother Gunther, the leader of the Gibichungs, and Gunther's sister Gutruna. Neil Nelson's sly, manipulative Hagen was a genuinely menacing character. David Dillard as Gunther and Rebecca Wilson as Gutruna were exactly what these characters ought to be, attractive but hollow. How could they imagine themselves as worthy spouses of the truly heroic Brunhilde and Siegfried? The brown shirts of the Gibichung men were a potent comment on their moral compass. Melissa Kondraki excelled as Waltrata, who tries to persuade her sister Brunhilde to avert imminent disaster by returning the ring to the Rhine maidens. The depth of Kondraki's emotion should have softened anyone's heart, but the ring's hold on Brunhilde was too powerful at this point to resist. Only after she experiences Siegfried's betrayal does Brunhilde have the wisdom that enables her to give up the ring. Lobianco's crowning achievement was the exaltation she brought to Brunhilde's sacrifice in the immolation scene. For Lobianco to exhibit such technical mastery and interpretive depth in her first Gotterdammerung, Brunhilde, was extraordinary. It doesn't take the prescience of a Norn to see many, many more Brunhildes in Lobianco's future. As Albrecht, Timothy Lafontaine was an embodiment of the harm the Nibelung does to himself by renouncing love in order to steal the Rhine Maiden's gold. The Rhine Maidens were an attractive trio as portrayed by Lindsay Anderson, Joanna Nordhern, and Lauren Wright. I wish they had more stage time in the Dove adaptations. I miss the psychological subtlety of their full scene with Siegfried, and I miss the drama of the full narrative in which Siegfried's memory returns. Other viewers may have had more regrets than I did about the omission of the Norns and most of Siegfried's Rhine journey. The fact is that if everyone's favorite moments had been left in, the opera would not be reduced enough for Union Avenue to present. I certainly wouldn't want that. Congratulations to Union Avenue on the end of a long, triumphant journey.
Well, Gerry, kudos to Scott Schoonover for the entire ring process and all those involved with the project. And I agree, Alexandra Lobianco was stellar both in her acting and in her singing.
Well, let's hear some of it.